Welcome back to the new and improved Bravo Vamula. We've talked about how we have to pull ourselves up by the bootstraps. And we've talked about what it's going to take to survive when the collapse comes. Well, how the stock market acted last week, a lot of people are starting to think, hey, maybe that collapse is getting sooner than we thought. But anyhow, as you've been told many times in mainstream media, 10,000 baby boomers are retiring every day. I know you're getting sick and tired of hearing about it. But inevitably, some of these baby boomers are going to want to go back to the 1960s. They're going to want to relive their hippie days. So one of the ways we're going to survive in the future is we're going to learn to sell to the baby boomers who are downsizing. They're going to sell their huge McMansion, and they're going to want an RV, a small RV. And if you build them hippie style, you may be able to sell them quicker. So anyhow, as I'm rambling on, I'm going to show you the local handyman in Las Vegas who's going to remodel a camper, an old camper, into a 1960s hippie RV as we talk about our latest story today. Our story today is about balance of life. You see, yes, even though, when the collapse of the fake matrix comes, we're still going to have to make money and survive. The handyman series will be my main focus. On my videos, I hope to teach people how to be a handyman, how to make things without taking a job with the corporations, because the corporations don't need you. We've talked about it. The corporations will need robots. But other than work, I mean, there are other things in life that will make us whole and complete other than work. I mean, to be a balanced warrior, we must also make time for family, friends, and tribe. We must not look to the government to support us, or we will end up like the Native Americans. And nobody wants to go through that. We must not count on the corporate jobs, because the corporations are the enemy who put mom and pop out of business. That's why a lot of us don't have a job, because there's no mom and pop businesses to give our loyalty to. Okay, so today's conversation could be connected to family, but I classify it more like tribal networking. When a collapse happens, or when it occurs, when you're talking about a collapse, you're talking about a monetary collapse. The stock market is tied in with the fake money. I'm not going to go into economics here, but trust me, a collapse will occur when you're dealing with any fiat currency. You must prepare for it. And when you're dealing with your tribe, that will be a safety net. Even on a normal day like today, there are organizations out there that will help you in times of need. If you get down and out right today and you need a meal, there are organizations out there that will help you. Churches come to mind. Many people out there looking to help others. So that is our story today. We are going to be talking about Mormon missionary volunteers in Las Vegas. They came to help organize and classify a large private art collection of a senior citizen. And the senior citizen's wife, she's on a dialysis machine, and they could use the help. And sure enough, these youngsters came to do a good deed to help organize and classify the art collection and learn about art in the process. So I was privileged enough to be on hand to document this story of people coming together to help one another and also learn about art in the process. But before I go any further, this might be a good time to insert a personal story. Many of you already know my background. I was raised by a great mountain man hunter who taught me to survive a world that can be dirty and cruel and downright evil at times, especially when you have the strong taking advantage of the weak. Anyhow, I grew up in the Appalachian foothills. When you think of how my old man raised me, think of the Molly Maguire, Appalachian hillbilly people who would kill to protect their own. You don't want to mess with those type of people. And obviously, it's a lost, bygone era. You know, the times are different today. But my old man trained me for a different time. But it was intense and stressful, to say the least. From there, I went into the military. The military was a little less meaner than my old man, so that was an improvement in my life. From the military, I went to the casino business to rub elbows with the mafia gambler types. Exciting, yes, but stressful all the same. All along the way, I picked up many bad habits and sinful activities that, quite frankly, are not harmonious to a balanced, fruitful life. Put simply, I had lost my way. But I got lucky. I had the intelligence to leave the casino business, even though I had no way to support myself. But adversity creates opportunities. And sometimes, when things look, your problems, you have to look for solutions, right? So sometimes problems are good because you find solutions. You can never fail in life. Think about it. If you were to leave, like when I left the casino business, I did not fail. I learned a lesson. There are no failures in life as long as you learn something. So I followed my bliss. I started to think about what makes me happy. What do I really want to do other than play poker? Of course, I like poker. Anyhow, creating things, art in general, I found myself appreciating art around the late 1990s. About the same time I got out of the casino business. I got out of the casino business around 2001. And ever since then, art has been a big thing in my life. Not only appreciating art, paintings and sculptures and even human beings can be art. Anything can be art. But not only looking at art, but creating art. Okay? And to make a long story short, it was art that saved my soul. It was art that put me down a better path. The path that I'm walking today is a better road because of art. It was art that made my life worth living. Not only enjoying art, but I think creating art, making it is very important. I mean, hell, this video is a form of art that I created. Let that sink in for a moment. Yes, art can change your life. I am sure of it because it changed my life. And when the collapse happens, you don't have to just be a handyman or sell this or sell that. You can create things. Hell, you can create a video on YouTube. Keep it busy. You can learn in the process. That would be a form of creation. And I take my hat off to these young people who came out to volunteer to help their fellow man, and especially when you're helping out our elders. See, our senior citizens and our elders, they have lots of information, knowledge, and that can be passed on to these young kids. These kids, most of them are 18, 19, 20 years old, and they're on a mission. These are missionaries, and they came to not only send a message of, yes, we are here to help. There are good people in the world. And by sending that message, by helping others, you actually help yourself. And I don't want to ramble on too long, but it's a good thing to help others. And it's always a good thing to get involved with artwork, get involved with your community. Okay, so I'll leave you with some of the conversations I had with our young heroes out there. Remember, these are missionary. I don't really want to call them kids. I mean, they're young, but they're no longer kids. They're starting their adult life, and they're starting their adult life by helping others. Again, for the umpteenth time, learning in the process. So I'll leave you with some of our conversations. Here, a young man is learning how to tell the difference between a painting and a print. You know, prints have pixel dots, and you know, this is something you have to learn. A lot of young kids do not know how to know. They don't know how to tell the difference between a real painting and a print. So here we go.
The pattern of dots.
Yeah.
That means it's a print. Now, when you look at this, you could actually see. You can actually see the paint. See the paint? You can actually see the paint. If it had the little dots, that means it's not.
Oh.
That means it's. So this is original.
Okay.
They're called pixel dots.
Yeah, pixel dots.
Pixel
Exactly.
dots, and you can only see them with the magnifying glass.
Proper.
No, it's not. It's just a cheap print. See the little dot? See the pattern? The pixel dots?
Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
That's how you could tell.
Got it.
So we got the whole crew here.
In the extra large section.
Oh, that's a mid-century modern piece.
Yeah, he knows a lot about it. He found a two $30,000 pieces
What's that?
for me.
I'll follow you guys in there, see how.
Come join.
So you guys do this quite often? Volunteer to go through the artwork?
All day, every day.
This is our first time volunteering
Volunteer
for artwork.
for
We
artwork.
love volunteering.
But every day you're in some sort of project, huh?
We try to serve every day. Yes.
Wow, this is going to be an interesting project. Have you ever seen this much artwork before?
Nope.
No, so much.
This is an incredible collection, huh?
Yes.
This might be the biggest collection you'll ever see in your lifetime. Maybe.
Me? Yep.
This is huge.
Here's another one.
And where are you from?
I'm from Oregon.
Oregon?
Yeah.
Okay. What is your name?
We're all from different places. Sister Zigner.
Sister Zigner.
They're missionaries.
Okay. What's your name?
I'm Sister Moritika.
Okay. That's cool. Where are you from?
I'm from Tonga.
Tonga.
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
The island of Tonga.
The island of Tonga. So,
Far away.
how long have you been in Las Vegas?
I've been here 8 months.
8 months? Have you ever been on a mission like out of the country?
Well, technically, before I came here, I spent 6 weeks in Mexico City
Did you?
for my language training because I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here Spanish speaking.
Oh,
so
so you went to Mexico for your training for Spanish speaking?
that's right.
For Spanish, and how'd that go?
It went really well, actually. It was
Did
a lot
it?
of fun.
Also waters on the
So if there's any missionary trips that need a Spanish-speaking interpreter, you're qualified.
Well, that's why I'm here. I only teach the Spanish-speaking members in this area.
Oh, okay. So you're here for the Spanish-speaking members of the team.
That's right.
And now, is there any other members that have been on missionaries out of the country, and here in the team?
Well, here, because our missions are 2 years long.
2 years.
So we only serve one mission.
Okay.
Unless you're, when you're retired, you have the capability to go and you serve as what's called a senior missionary.
Uh-huh.
And you serve with, like, you and your spouse serve together.
But you only go on one mission normally,
Exactly. So
and out of
us-
country.
For us here, we are assigned. We are in the Nevada Las Vegas mission.
So this is your mission.
Coloring your mission.
That's his room right here.
Like
I'm not
200?
sure. Yeah, probably about 200.
200.
And then there's in just the Nevada mission. There's the Nevada West as well. I don't know anything about them, but there's missions everywhere. My dad served in Germany. My mother served in Italy. I have a brother that served in Seattle, a brother that served in Jacksonville, Florida, and my sister went to Brazil.
Wow. So the whole family is well versed
Yeah.
in
and
culture and
That's right.
and
Yeah,
throughout the world.
I have to learn the habits of it.
That's cool.